Hello again, Algebra 1 class. Welcome to my kids' playroom where we put up a whiteboard so that I can go over some math stuff with you guys. A few things about this week. As I mentioned in the previous video, I changed things up a little bit where I'm going to be doing a lot of virtual teaching, and then I'm going to ask you to watch the video and then do one of two things. You have two options. You can either comment on the video, either in Canvas, on YouTube, or shoot me an email, something that was hard for you, something you didn't understand, maybe something you did understand, something that you think is going to be easy, something that you think is going to be difficult. Or you can go ahead and start working in the work packet and work your way through the work packet. So that's yesterday and today. Those are your two options because those are my two video days. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, everyone's going to be working in the work packet, get some of the work done. I want to see that you're understanding it. And then that way, if you are having questions at that point, you can email me, shoot me, I don't know, you've got 3 or 4 different ways to get a hold of me. And I can help you out with whatever you need. So that's Wednesday. Thursday is going to be a makeup day where you can either do something from earlier this week that you didn't get to, finish some of the work that maybe you didn't finish, or go to past weeks, and if you didn't get some of the work turned in past weeks, you can turn that work in. If you're not sure or you're unsure of what you have not finished, let me know. I've got a list of things I can get to you. I can let you know what you have finished, what you haven't finished, where you need maybe a little more support in, and we get that done. Friday is our social emotional day where you can meet with our behavior specialists and our social workers who will be doing group hangouts. I know they had a group hangout last week where a lot of students showed up, or a decent amount of students showed up, and they're going to continue doing this. So Miss Armistead and Miss Johnson did one. Mr. Bergenholtz, Mr. Nelson are going to do a few, and it's not based around schoolwork. It's so you can kind of keep those connections that you have with us, and hopefully give you some semblance of normalcy in these strange times. But now the math, okay? So what we did yesterday in the video from yesterday, is we started working with elimination, and we did kind of like the the pretty elimination problems that were set up, and you could go ahead and you could solve them pretty easily. Maybe you had to rearrange the equation, but other than that, you just kind of added or subtracted, and then you solved the equation. Now, we're going to take a look at some of the more difficult elimination problems where my x values or my y values don't exactly add up with one another. If I took a look at this problem and I were to combine my like terms in this problem, I'd end up with negative 4x minus y equals negative 19. And that doesn't do me any good, okay? That doesn't get rid of my x or my y, and it doesn't give me what I'm looking for to solve a system. When I solve a system, I just want one variable, and that keeps my two variables together. So there is a way around this though, and that's called multiplying to eliminate. So I have to multiply to eliminate a variable. So I take a look and I line up my variables. My variables are lined up, okay? My variables are lined up. My x is here, my y is here, and my constant's here. I see that nothing can eliminate right off the bat. Then I have to either multiply one or both equations by a number, okay? In order to give me opposites. So for instance, I have a 4x here, I have a negative 8x here. Can I multiply 4 by any number to give me a positive 8? I say, yeah, that's easy. I can multiply 4 by 2, and that's going to give me 8. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to multiply this whole first equation by 2. Okay? So let's look at it. Put the 2 out here. Whoa. 2. And then I'm going to multiply everything in there to 4x times 2, negative 3y times 2, and negative 9 times 2. And I'm going to write my new equation over here. Okay? 4x times 2 is 8x. Negative 3y times 2 is negative 6y. And then negative 9 times 2 equals negative 18. All right? That gives me my equation. I'm going to drag my other equation over just so I can have them stacked on top of each other. Just how I did before, so I can put the line underneath. Negative 8x plus 2y equals negative 10. Put that line underneath, and now I can go ahead and I can eliminate, okay? It gets rid of that x value. Exactly what I was looking for. Making progress. Awesome. Let's keep going, okay? Negative 6y plus 2y is going to give me negative 4y. And then I'm just going to add negative 18 to negative 10. I'm going to get negative 28, all right? Now I have a really simple algebraic equation that I know that you all know how to solve, okay? Put my line down the middle, keep my left and right sides, divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. I say y is equal negative 28 divided by negative 4. It's going to give me a positive 7, all right? Remember, a negative divided by a negative is always a positive, okay? Y, that's y equals 7. Now, I got to take that 7 and plug it back into one of the equations. I'm going to do, I don't know, I'll do the bottom equation. It doesn't matter which equation you do, they're both going to give you the same number. So I'm going to take that 7, I'm going to plug it into that one. Plug it in for y, because remember, it's y equals. So I'm just going to kind of go like this, and right in there for that y. Okay, so we know where that's going. So negative 8x plus 2 times my y value, which is 7, equals negative 10. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead, simplify, and then solve. So put my line down. Negative 8x plus 2 times 7 is 14, equals negative 10. Negative 8x, and then I'm subtract 14. Oops. Subtract 14, subtract 1, 4, and I'm left with, let me get rid of this. Negative 8x equals negative 28, or sorry, 24. All right, and my last piece here is just divide by negative 8. Divide by negative 8. X equals 3. And again, negative divided by negative is a positive. Negative 24 divided by negative 8 is a positive 3. So my answer is x equals 3, y equals 7. Or 3, 7 as an ordered pair. My x value first, my y value second. Great. I'll hold this for a second. Let me take a look. A lot of work here, a lot of different things going on. All right. Now, I'm going to erase, I'm going to put a new problem up there. I'm going to try another problem that's maybe one of the more difficult ones. This one's going to be, we're going to probably have to think about multiplying both equations by a number to make it work. So, give me a second. I hope you're all enjoying my videos. I hope you're getting a decent laugh out of me trying to do this stuff on camera, because I know I'm quite awkward when it comes to this. I don't know where to look and whatnot. But let's get back to this this problem. All right. We have 4x plus 2y equals 32. My first equation. And my second equation is 3x minus 5y equals negative 54. Okay. So once again, I take a look at this problem and I say, can I eliminate anything right off the bat? Or first thing I want to do is I want to make sure the variables are lined up. They are lined up. Great. My x's are here, my y's are here, my constants are on the other side, the equal sign. Next piece. Do I need to do anything? Or can I eliminate a variable right off the bat? And I say, oh, no, not my x's, not my y's. The constants are my constants, so no. So I can't do that. Now, if I multiply 4, can I multiply 4 times anything to give me 3? No. Not a nice number. Can I multiply 3 by anything to give me 4? No. Again, not a nice number. What about multiply 2 by anything to give me a 5? Nope. What about a 5 by anything to give me 2? Nope. Okay, so now I have to look at both these equations. And I have to say, how can I kind of manipulate them to give me a number to eliminate? So I'm kind of looking at the 2 and the 5 right now. And I'm going to multiply the opposite equation times those numbers. Because if I multiply, or don't worry about the negative sign, but if I multiply this equation times 5, that'll give me 10y. And if I multiply this equation times 2, that'll give me negative 10y. Oh, look at that. Now I have a negative 10 and a positive 10. But I have to multiply the full equation. So I'm going to go like this, put parentheses around it. It's something that some people struggle with, is remembering to multiply the 32, or the number on the other side of the equal sign, by the number you're multiplying. So this whole equation times 5, this whole equation times 2. And the reason why is because I know that 2 times 5 is 10. And so either way, the y's are going to be 10. One's positive, one's negative, because that's already a negative. So you're going to have opposites. They're both going to be 10. You could have done the same thing with the 3 and the 4, where if you multiply 3 times 4, you get 12. You got to do one of them has to be negative and change all the signs. But that's an easy way to kind of figure it out. What numbers do I need to multiply to have a number to eliminate? All right. So I start here. I say 5 times 4x is going to give me, it's going to give me 20x. 20x plus 10y. 5 times 2y equals 10y equals 5 times 32, 160. All right. And then I come on over here. I got to multiply my 2 through. I say 2 times 3x is going to give me 6x minus 10y, and there's my elimination, equals 2 times 54, negative 108. Now I can eliminate my y variables, okay? I have a positive 10y and I have a negative 10y. Awesome. That makes things so much easier with just one variable. I end up with 26x. Combine those, 20x and 6x. 26x is equal to, so that 52. And look at that. That's going to work out nicely, where I have divide by 26, divide by 26, x is equal to 2. Great. Now let's go back in, let's plug it in, let's finish this off, okay? I've done the hard part now. I don't want to forget to do the rest. I'm going to plug it into that first equation. So I have 4 times 2, that value right there. We're just going to, for my x, 4, oops, went all the way to the first equation. All right. 4 times 2 plus 2y equals 32. Great. Let's go ahead. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 2y equals 32. I have to subtract 8. Subtract 8. It's going to be 20. What is it? 24 equals 2y. Divide by 2, divide by 2, I have y is equal to 12. All right. See what we did there? That was just basic algebra. I'm going to put my line down so we don't get confused. Right down the middle. My x value of 2, my y value of 12. I end up with x is 2, y 12. Excuse me. That's my ordered pair. All right, take a look, just so you can see. If you have questions, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Again, comment on it. Let me know what I need to change, what I can do better, and then also what's confusing you. Are you having trouble with this? Is something when we're doing the when we're solving the equation, is there something that's just doesn't seem like it's clicking for you? I'd love to help you out with it. Reach out. I'd love to be in touch. All right. Hope you have a wonderful week and more videos to come. Thank you.